Do you have to smoke to be a Rasta?
No, man. You're reaching a sense where you're strong enough, can take a little smoke. So when all them car pass, although you live in the city, you don't hear it because you're thinking. Differently if you just live, so.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Cannabis Chronicles. I am your host, 𝕮𝖅𝖓𝖓𝖍, aka 𝕮𝖆𝖓𝖓𝖓. Yeah, so this is my new YouTube channel, guys. It's basically called the Cannabis Chronicles. The reason why I decided to embark on something like this is because I've been wanting to, when you are a weed smoker, you get a lot of times where you've got a lot of wisdom that you want to share, but sometimes you're just having normal conversations with people, so you kind of just end up not, what can I say? You end up not having, like, it's a very insightful conversation, but you end up not actually, recording it or having the capacity to watch it again or listen to it again. So basically, the Cannabis Chronicles is just going to be about how we are going to document all the conversations that we have when we're a little bit high, And I plan on doing this for as long as I can, because I feel like during I'm going to call them cannabis adventures. So during my CAs, I have a lot of wisdom. I have a lot of things that I think about, a lot of conspiracy theories. Sometimes I can even play devil advocate to certain political views, so documenting it would be a good thing, and I think it's something that I really want to get into. So guys, remember, what do? We like, we subscribe, and we share. Guys, support is what is needed. Do not deprive people of wisdom, because I'm going to be sharing a lot of wisdom, you know what I mean? And I'm going to have a lot of people, most of my friends. I'm going to have a lot of guests, and it's going to be quite a vibe, bro. Like, I personally feel like it's really, really, really going to be dope. So yet again, I say, welcome to my channel. This is the Cannabis Chronicles.
Disclaimer. Is school stressing you out? Your job giving you anxiety? Or can you just not fall asleep at night? Well, this just may be the video for you. The use of CBD could be an effective and safe way to alleviate anxiety, stress, and improve your sleep. But what exactly is CBD? CBD is short for cannabidiol, which is one of two compounds found in cannabis, the other one being tetrahydrocannabinol, or THC for short. What you may notice is that the chemical formulas of CBD and THC are almost chemically identical, but they both elicit different reactions within the body. The chemical structure of THC that is found in marijuana is what gives you the feeling of being high, while the chemical structure of CBD, which is also found in marijuana, doesn't give you the feeling of being high, but affects the body in different, less noticeable ways.
So anyway, let's get into it. All right. So I don't know, were you guys expecting me to be different or anything? No, it's for effect, you know what I mean? So earlier on, I was having a discussion. It's not a topic I would want to speak about, but I think because I was having it earlier, I just would want to further continue to speak it with you guys. I don't know if I should call it a pandemic or I should just call it a culture these days, because apparently a pandemic and a culture, there's no difference. That's why there is a rape culture. Instead of calling it a rape pandemic, we call it a rape culture, which is also very contradictory, because when you make it a culture, you make it seem like it's fashionable. Why don't you call it a pandemic? Because when you say it's a pandemic, then it sounds like it's a disaster. So we need to change certain things. So rape culture, rape pandemic, two different things. But anyway, let me go back to one I wanted to talk about. Slay queen culture. Yeah, because now if you say it's a pandemic, then people are like, so what are you saying about slay queens? I'm not saying anything. Anyway, we're in South Africa, it's democratic, okay? So basically what I'm trying to say is the slay queen culture. I was watching the 𝕮𝖆𝖓𝖓𝖆𝖊𝖓 podcast earlier on today about the plastic surgery, etc. And she had 𝕮𝖓𝖓𝖓. I just forgot 𝕮𝖓𝖓𝖓's name, but I'll post her. I'll put her on the page and I'll write her name. It's just that I can't remember her name, but she's also a slay queen. And apparently she also had like a Instagram video she did about 𝕮𝖎𝖓𝖓𝖓 on how I'm guessing 𝕮𝖎𝖓𝖓𝖓 is going after a man or something like that, and she's going all out on Instagram live saying 𝕮𝖎𝖓𝖓𝖓, you're dirty, whatever. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about the slay queen culture. What is it that, I don't know, maybe society finds so fashionable? Why is it that we tend to sort of praise it, and we tend to sort of like, I don't know, like it seems like that's when we talk about success, especially on the feminine side, you have to look, live, and I don't know, talk like a slay queen. Why is that? What is it that's so attractive about the culture that has gotten people's eyes so, I don't want to, maybe I should say confused, because now it seems like, we're going in reverse. So instead of us celebrating becoming more intelligent, we seem to be celebrating the simple things in life. I mean, it even shocks me that up to this day, in 2021, with how intelligent we've become as human beings, we are still fascinated with body parts. Like, we put people's body parts, people with more attractive body parts, on pedestals. But people with bigger brains, no, we don't. Like, especially if it's on the feminine side. Like, the more ass you got, the more privilege you're gonna get. The more titties you got, that hierarchy. And it's with how intelligent we are as human beings, like, that's kind of weird if you think about it. I mean, why? Like, why are we celebrating body parts? Like, we all have the same body parts. They just all come in different shapes and different sizes. And yet again, I do mention this. Beauty is subjective. As for me, I am a person that is into dark-skinned women, right? Somebody could tell you that a dark-skinned woman is ugly. Somebody else can tell you that a dark-skinned woman is beautiful. Subjective, like I said, it's all a matter of preference. So with that being said, I'm just going to go back to the whole slay queen conversation and say, so what is it that we're going to do? Okay, pause.
CBD is known to elicit relaxing and soothing effects without the feeling of intoxication that is usually associated with marijuana. Marijuana and hemp are two types of cannabis plants. Marijuana contains a high concentration of THC with some CBD. This contrasts hemp, as hemp is bred to remove the majority of its THC content, leaving the plant as only a good source of CBD. This means you cannot get high off hemp-derived CBD.
Okay, so, and we're back. Okay, sorry about that. That was a little bit of, itty bits and what. But anyway, to go back to what I was talking about. What is it that is so fashionable about this culture? I really want to understand, like, okay, as we were created as human beings, I think we all know our anatomy, where we come from. The reason why there's male and female is because we were built in different ways, and males have a specific role that they should play in society, and so as women. And I feel like as much as, other cultures can influence our culture, but there's certain standards that we expect from a male and a female, irregardless of what the Western world has said. But I am saying as Africans. So if you are here and you're not African, or you don't understand what being a Pan-African is, wrong platform. Because, as a matter of fact, like I said, cannabis is an African drug, but we're not going to go into that, because that one is going to be another topic that I'll one day have, and I'll do a proper documentary for you guys so that you can really understand cannabis. But going back to my point, so as I was saying, as women, there's certain things that I expect from you as a woman that you should play in a relationship or even in society. You know what I mean? As a woman, I look at you as a mother. This is why we call each and every single older person in our African culture ma. 𝕮𝖏 𝕮𝖏. You understand? We give people that are women that are older than us respect as our mothers. So tell me now, we all know what the role of a mother is in society, right? A woman. Number one, how the society is going to be built is honestly going to be based on the woman. Is she a happy woman? Is she a godly woman? Is she a disciplined woman? Is she a woman who has wisdom, woman who can build a society to be loving? Because let's be honest, when it comes to male and female, I feel like the males are the ones that bring structure, but the HR, the human resource side of society, is obviously handled by women. So how does society know love? Through a woman. How does society know care? How does society know that there are colors like pink, blue, yellow, bright colors? It's a woman. So obviously, I am saying that as a woman, I expect you to have a motherly role that you're supposed to be playing. Irregardless that you're independent, irregardless that you're a family-orientated woman, but that is the roles you're supposed to play in society. I should be able to come to you and be inspired to say, wow, listen, she's she's made a successful home. If she's a housewife, her kids are all at school, they're smart, etc. They're all doing well, or the other one has got a scholarship, etc. If she's an independent woman, she's an CEO or somebody, or she's working, or she's got her own business. Things that are inspirational, because I have such high expectations from you as a woman like that. This is why when I see you in your workspaces or in the society spaces, I want to say dumelang ma, or sanbonan mama, you understand, or sanbonan aus, you understand. I want to give you that respect to say you are a woman, and you are such an inspiration for us men to make sure that we get our shit in order, to make sure that we are the discipline bringers, the ones that bring structure to society, so that we make sure that we play our role and our responsibility as that. But now I go back to this whole slay queen society. What is fashionable about number one? Guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is my perception. Like I'm saying, these are my chronicles. This is what I think about when, I am Irie. Number one, you seem like your lifestyle is, you have to go for holiday, you're not gonna do shit, you have to be pampered, you have to go for holiday, you have to go and shop expensively, you have to always flaunt, always floss, you have to always be eyebrows, nails, everything on flick. You also have to be drinking champagne every time. If you're a smoker, you always gotta smoke everywhere. Like, it seems like you're a rock star as a slay queen. Basically, you're like a private school rock star, you understand? So everything about you means that it's all supposed to be fabulous, glamorous. But my question is, why is that more fashionable than a mother who stays, who went to school, went to university, studied accounting, and she got herself a husband. She's now in a family. The kids are all at school, smart school. She's now probably running a business. She's got a YouTube channel, and she's sharing knowledge on how to, let me say, analyze, or how to drive, not necessarily drive, but how to, I'm getting lost in my words now, on how to conduct yourself as a woman, how to penetrate the economic, financial, or whatever industry as a woman, giving guidance on how she did it. Those are the type of people that you would want to be the ones that are influencing. Those are the ones that should be getting the limelight. Those are the ones with the 1 million followers. Those are the ones that should be going on interviews and podcasts and news outlets and radio interviews. Those are the ones that you expect, because why? They teach society to be better people. The reason why so many of us are broken in this society, let me say it on the side that is most relevant to me, because it's the one I understand as men, is because our homes are broken. Most of us grow up with one side of the family. It was either a mother or it's a father. Family around us was never really there. They were there, but they were not there. Most of the time, your mom, it's you and your mom and your brothers. You literally have to make it out. You have to find ways to figure everything out. But you say you have family, and family is just looking at you. Most of our families are broken. Some of us come from abusive families. Father's a drunkard, father was abusive, and he was always hitting mom. Father was never there. He was always traveling. We had money at home, but he was never there, so we never got taught those lessons. Things like that. Like, we all come from very, very broken families as Black people, and now that we're starting to get into rooms and places of influence, the ones that are at least on top, I do understand that to a certain extent, or let me not even say to a large extent, the media is still controlled by white monopoly capital. We all know that. Who owns the SABCs? Who owns the Traces? Who owns the Channel O's? It's all white people. So the boards are still very white. So they're always going to try and push people that have no value or that don't empower us in our media, so that we sort of draw towards that type of lifestyle, which they know that is a trap, because that means that you won't actually go for the things that will empower you, which is education, which is business, which is the one that is most obvious: land, economic power, you understand, economic influence, things like that. They know that. So what do? They bring the ones that they know that this lifestyle won't get you there, and they put them in the limelight. It is what it is. It is actually exactly how it is. But why I'm saying this is now, we've got a couple of our Black people that have actually worked hard, that are inspirational. They are now in places and circles of influence. Why are you not taking a stand? You know what I mean? You've got people with platforms, you've got a lot of celebrities that have even made YouTube channels, that have made television stations. You've got 𝕮𝖆𝖓𝖓𝖊𝖓, you've got aka TV at one point. You've got all these different, Casper and what's his name, his friend. They made that YouTube channel that he was doing. There's so many people with platforms of even social media. You know what I mean? Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, etc. They've got platforms of big influence, and sometimes I wish you guys knew better, because if you did, you would know that in order for us to be able to free all these Black people, we need to show them the right way. We need to show them the right way. Bafethu, 𝕮𝖏𝖓𝖊𝖓, if we're being honest as Black people, let's put aside the facades. Let's put aside the we only live once, but we're talking in terms of that one day we all want to own a Savannah, a Sasso, you know what I mean, or an ESCOM. I'm talking about multinational companies. We all want to get there. If we're being honest, right, as black people, the things that, you know, we're influenced to do, they're not going to get us there, bro. I mean, right now, how many of us can make a career out of dancing? Let's be honest. But how many of us are dancing on TikTok and Instagram? How many? And homework? Why don't we have people homework challenge to say people in accounting students, they make a challenge to say the one with the best assignment? Why can't that be a challenge? Why can't we have things that empower black people beyond just petty cash, but things that empower them to become business owners? Why can't we make that influential? And why is it that our celebrities don't actually do the same thing? Like, they don't understand that we need those spaces, we need that influence. You know what I mean? Like, right now, as we speak, like, the YouTube channels I should be watching and the Instagram lives I want to be watching are of people telling us of how they graduated, their journeys of how they were becoming an accounting student, how they went through sleepless nights, and now they've just graduated and they're degreed, or they've just got their masters in MBA. Why is it that those are not the people that are put in the limelight? Because you know that the only way we can decolonize ourselves, we can free ourselves from this mental slavery, is through education. Education, bro. Education is the only way. Education and information is the only way we're gonna get out of this mess. But guys, like, you know, I mean, listen, I know that everybody's not made for this revolutionary shit, and sometimes people can have different perspectives, and people can just say, hey, bro, listen, I'm just trying to make myself a buck. Sure, bro, it's fine. Make yourself your guap. I'm not hating. That's your life, bro. You know? Make yourself your guap. Do whatever you need to do. That's your life, bro. And if you're getting your life from that, you're a black person. I'm happy. Sorry. Need my aesthetic. You're a black person. I'm happy. You know? But like, bruh, I kind of need you to help these other 50, 60,000 people, these other 50, 60,000 kids, and these other 50, 60,000 young adults to really go for it, bruh. Like, let them get an education. Let them get into spaces that not a lot of black people are in, bro. You know? Like, how come we can't have your 𝕮𝖓𝖓𝖓𝖓𝖓𝖓𝖓𝖓𝖓𝖓𝖓𝖓𝖓 being the ones that are the most influential, telling them, hey, bruh, if you want to do music, go to music school. Get a sound engineering degree. Do this, do that. Like, get yourself, because at the end of the day, the only way you can be empowered, the only way you can be free is if you can put pen on paper, bruh. That's the only way, because that's the only way you can beat the enemy. That's the only way you can beat the enemy, is if you can put pen on paper, bro. Simple. But most of us, what do we all want to do? We all just want to shake our asses. We all just want to dance. Some of us, you know, want to just DJ. Some of us want to make music, you know. And 60 million of us just all being thrown in those small little cesspools, bro. And apparently we're all supposed to make it. We're all supposed to all become rich one day from this small little thing, when there's so many other industries that have one person earning like fucking billions, and we're all here and we're busy earning 3,000. My man, do you know that 3.5, bro? Do you know that some people survive on 3.5 a month, bro? I know people that use 3.5 for dinner, bro. That's someone's salary. You're using it for dinner for a night. I know people that pop champagne in clubs more than that in one night, in 2 hours actually. But that's someone's salary for a month. But instead of our celebrities going into circles that, you know, being in these influential circles, instead of them actually going and doing the right thing and influencing us to get an education, to learn about the important things, learn about contracts, learn about tax, learn about income. Because honestly speaking, hey, the system is not going to empower you. It's not meant to do that. The system is not meant to empower you. It's not. That's not the purpose of the system. The system is supposed to make sure that you get into this economic structure where the rich stay rich and the poor stay poor. That's what the system is made for. If you're a black person, it's even worse. The system is made in a way that you should not be anything else but a person who fiddles with mics or shakes their ass or who plays football. Or, I don't know, like the actual things that can give you a legacy, can give you generational wealth. The system does not allow access to you as a black person. But for the sake of 𝕮𝖊𝖓𝖊𝖘, we tend to ignore that. We tend to not understand that it's a trap, you know. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we are continuing on the Cannabis Chronicles, I do want to say that we need to do better as black people. This, for me, bro, 𝕮𝖊𝖓𝖏 and the other hand, I just forgot your name. I'm so sorry, but I forgot your name. If that's your grind, that's your grind. But I don't want you to be the ones that are influencing 𝕮𝖊𝖓𝖏, that are influencing the women in, you know. I'm not saying that I know better, but I'm just saying I think there are much better candidates that can influence, you know, than you guys. Because you guys are really not doing a good job at this thing. You guys are really shitty at this. I won't lie, you know. Everybody knows that hard work pays off, but it has to be smart and tactical hard work. What are you guys teaching them? You guys are teaching them, no, you don't actually have to. You can literally just fuck your way to success, you know. Men are that gullible. All you gotta do is just make sure that you get the right one to buy you wigs and holidays and you're fine. But you're not telling them that there's a possibility that he can tell you to get out of their fucking car. No, you're not telling them that. You're not telling them that there's a possibility that you won't have a voice, or you won't feel like you just feel like a toy. You just feel like somebody's little puppet or puppy, and every time he says bark, you have to bark. He says sit, you have to sit, because when I wanna see lo le toothbrush we berekisang ke ena o e rekileng. Hai na bra. So for me, like I'm saying, personally speaking, I don't want you guys to be the ones influencing these hands, bro, because it hurts, you know. And these hands are so smart, they're intelligent, and they're up there, and they could have amazing careers. They could become business owners. They can become the greatest in their town. They could become mayors. They could even become great doctors, great lawyers, great, you know, things that actually would give them like an amazing amount of wealth. But you're telling them that go fuck another nigga, bruh. Like, nah, I'm not happy. I'm really not. But I do appreciate certain platforms that are really, really, really trying to change the status quo, but at the same time remain relevant. Because at the end of the day, let's be honest. Look at Twitter algorithms, bro. What conversations do we enjoy as black people? Sex, champagne, who pop the most champagne, music, you know, sex again, and gossip. Like, oh, that's all we enjoy. As long as it's about some other DJ or some other sex scandal or it's another sex question. Like, our conversations are never conversations of things that actually educate people or take people from point A to point B. They're never that. So I go back to my point. Thank you, our podcast and chill with Mike G. Thank you guys for that. I feel you guys, at least as much as I know that you sometimes do enjoy speaking about gossip and etc., which is relevant because you're an escape. I also do understand that, and you guys, I'm your biggest fans. So, but thank you also for giving an opportunity to have Abo Celeste Ntuli, you understand, Abo Sexbantuini, people that actually can come and give real advice. 𝕮𝖆𝖓 Touch, my freaking gosh, 𝕮𝖆𝖓 fucking Touch, you know, people that can actually give really, really great advice, and advice that will actually help, advice that will empower, that will educate, that will take a person from point A to point B, take a person from level 1 to level 2. I really appreciate that. That is really something that, and this is my cry, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day. As we conclude the Cannabis Chronicles, episode motherfucking 1. But ish, I feel like I've been serious too much. Okay, maybe let's wait. Let me, yeah, we are on 27 minutes, nyana. 26, I think. I'll slow it down and then we'll just have a, you know, chilled ass conversation, okay? I'll relax, but I want to finish this. As society, we should do better, you know. Joshua Maponga, Mr. Marara, Robert Marawa, you know, I can name 1,000, you know, even if it's pastors, certain pastors that preach good messages, certain philanthropists, those should be the people that should be influencing us as black. Vusi Tembekwayo, those are the people that we should be putting in the limelight. Those are the ones that should be on the pedestal. That's what we should be all dreaming for, because at the end of the day, we are fucked, guys. We are fucked. You who's looking at me right now, you are looking at me, okay, and you know that you are fucked. December is coming, okay. You don't even have money for holiday. Yeah, we are fucked. Where are you gonna get the money? You're not gonna get it anyway. You don't have money for holiday, bro. So we're fucked. So we need to do things better in that sense. But anyway, yeah, we were having a conversation earlier about that, and I just wanted to touch that to say, guys, fuck, man, let's do better. Let's really do better. But anyway, I'm just gonna lay you a background story of who I am, so that at least you guys fantasize about me, familiarize with me. So, like I said, my name is Steven, aka DJ The Juice. Bookings, check below on the link below on the comment section. There should be bookings and everything, so you can book me, because I also play a nice piano there. So book your nigga. But anyway, Steven, aka DJ The Juice. I'm 25 years old. I am what? I'm a DJ, I'm a graphic designer, I'm a video editor, I am a professional dog groomer, I'm also an IT expert, I'm a gamer. Soon enough, I'm also going to go into entrepreneurship in the mining industry. I've just got a lot of things that I've done, you know, and, you know, what else you guys want to know? Do I have a girlfriend? Yes, I do have a girlfriend. Yeah, but that one is a story for another day, because that one is also another issue that yo guys, I need to talk to you. Yeah, there's big issues there, and so you guys need to know about that shit. But yes, yeah, I mean, everything else you guys will find out as we continue. You guys will find out, definitely. We'll talk about it, and we'll have more conversations about everything. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. This has been the first and hopefully not the last of the brand new, soon to be best podcast in South Africa, the Cannabis Chronicles. Guys, remember, like, subscribe, and share this fucking thing, guys. If you want to get my Twitter handles, my Instagram handles, I will put them on the link below, and you guys can just check that out. But at the end of the day, me, I'm a chilled nigga. This is how I do it, and hope to see you guys. So I haven't created a schedule yet of how I'm going to do this, but, you know, we move. Whenever I feel like posting something, I'll just post something, which is going to be very frequent. So just keep it with your eye. And I do suggest that if you're going to watch this, think you must be a cannabis smoker. I think when you're high, you probably understand this better than when you be sober. So I do suggest that you do that. But anyway, thank you guys, and see you soon. Hopefully you guys will be back here and we'll do this again. Cheers.